of 6 behind the arc.
Oh, got that steal too.
And here he goes.
Here we go.
PG
What you got?
puts on a shot.
A part of his game also, which is
Paul George with the up fake.
George step around James. Oh, George! How do you do?
Back to George. Lets another three go and hits it. I don't think you can believe the shots that Paul George is putting down.
Driving to the rim, and Sheldon Mack has it. Here comes George, got the step and stuffs one move and counts on the foul.
What's good, y'all? Chill vibes, chill content. Come subscribe. It's your boy Joy J, and today is a day, man. Y'all see the intro, bro? Prime Paul George. That's what we gonna be trying to build today. It's Pacers Paul George. It's gonna be a little tough, but I took some of his stats from the 2K roster, and I decided, let me see if I could try to build Prime PG. Now we already have a PG builder template, but it's not Paul George. We know, bro. I mean, it's Clippers Paul George. Clippers Paul George is still a bucket, but we talking about 23, 22-year-old, 2013. He was on the rise before the leg injury, Paul George, and that's what we're gonna be trying to build today. So you see right here, we got small forward, 6'8". You can mess with the weight if you want, but you're gonna need a little bit. See, the speed on the build ain't gonna be as high, so it's the best you can do. Break it down to 6'11", and that's the accurate stats for Paul George. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is really look at the stats. So that's what I was doing, low key, looking at the stats on my phone. But basically, we're gonna start off a lot of things that PG had on the 2K roster. You can't really put on the builder because you're gonna be very, very limited in the build. So first thing we're gonna do is go to that stamina, man. PG had at least a 93 stamina. So that's what I put it up to, about 93, 94, 95. The vertical, kept it at 75. You don't really got to put it up that high, but if you want to, 75 to 88 is cool. This is what PG has, but if you want to put it to 75, that's fine. But Pacers PG was flying through the air. We know, man. I saw that dunk on Bird, man. 88. Now for the strength, biggest thing about the strength was I didn't want to put it too high, so I kept it at 60. Even though the Pacers PG had a little bit more strength than that, it's a useless thing. 74 acceleration, even though Pacers PG was a little slower. For some reason, they have him a little slower on the 2K roster, but I tried to give you guys enough speed as you can. Now, the biggest thing about this build is you tweak it to your own. This is not something I would say you can make. If you want to make it, that's fine. If there's plot holes in the build that you see, put them in the comments. What could I have done better to make it a different build? But some of these stats are basically from the 2K card that I looked at. So I was trying to replicate most of what PG on the Pacers was doing without taking away the most key things, which is the shooting, the ball handling, and the finishing and the defense. So of course you see I'm trying to mess around with the defense. This is what he has. Some of this stuff didn't make sense to me because PG had a higher block, I feel like, in real life, but it's 2K, so they had to water it down. Of course you put that perimeter defense up all the way to 93, man. Paul George would guard the best players. He didn't care who it was. He was going to play the best D he could, and then put the interior on 50. For some reason he had an interior defense of 50, 60. It depends. If you want to put it on 50, put it on 50, but I put it up to at least 63 just to give a little added boost to his defense. But this build is basically really for people who casually like the game. If you casually want, I wouldn't call this a comp build. But to speed the ball up all the way, the ball handle, I think on the 2K card his ball handle was more so like an 89, 90, but I put it up to 83. You can still get the best SIGs, whatever you want. I feel like at that 76 pass accuracy, PG could throw some dimes. The free throw was all the way up, like 93 or something like that. But I put it at 86 because I had to keep enough points to really max out what I needed. 84 3 ball, or you can put it to 85 if you want. Hey, but you can see where I'm at and what I need to fix so far. And he had an 80. I think the mid-range and the 3-point was a little different on the 2K card, but I put it up like that for a reason. Close shot is on an 80. Now, this is where it got tough. Pacers PG had a lot of finishing, but I couldn't really put the close shot on 84 and try to get an 80 dunk or 80-plus driving dunk because I would be left with small stats. Watch. See right here, I could try to play with it. Boom. This is what I would get left with, and that's not Pacers PG. Pacers PG was dunking. He was catching bodies. So now it's for me to play around and take some stuff down that don't really need to be up all the way. So you see I'm messing around with the driving layup. I took the close shot down. Don't need the close shot that up. Put it on 70. put that driving layup all the way up to 68, but that driving dunk to 84. But I wasn't satisfied. I needed it to go a little higher, so I took down standing dunk to a 40 or 41. And then what I decided to do was put the 85 on the driving dunk. Now you guys can say, man, PG could lay up too. That's true, but I put the layup up to a 71. This is what you could get off a prime PG build. Now it does have Bron posterizer. A lot of people might say PG was getting bodies. I know, but it's hard in this builder alone to put certain things up. But this is what I'm trying to do at this point. I'm trying to figure out what I can do to literally put some extra spaces and caps. But this is what I got out the build so far. These are the badges. You can pause and read through the badges. This is prime Paul George. This is a prime Paul George build to me. Like I said, bronze posterizer. If I could have put the driving dunk up, but looking back at this, if I could have put it up one more, he could have got a silver posterizer. But I feel like you can still get some bodies. You know, sometimes you can catch some bodies. Okay, I actually did put it up. I take that back. I gotta watch my videos more. But I did put it up. I took down something else to put it up because I was like, PG was really in there jumping out the gym. Look at the shooting badges. You got a lot of silver. You got a couple golds. Really, I feel like once you get your badges in this game, you're gonna be okay shooting, bro. Silver, gold. Defensive badges are amazing. This is basically prime Paul George. Like I said, you can tweak this build if you want, but this is what I came up with. Will I use it? I don't know. Don't know if I want to put money into it, but this is what I got out of it. You got prime Andre Iguodala. That's kind of crazy to me. Franz Wagner. I don't go off these, but the Iggy was cool. You made a 2-way 3-level threat. And if you like this video, man, hit the sub button, drop a comment. Thanks for watching. It's your boy Troy J, and I'm out. Peace.